Closed Adoption, a short story by L.D. Roberts. Dawn creeps in, bright, clear, promising warmth. Early risers watch the sun climb, tingling with anticipation. They grab coffees, pull on light sweaters, rush outside to a harsh, biting wind. Another erratic spring morning in the Rockies. The waiting room at New Options Incorporated is tiny and cramped. It smells of dust and stale coffee. At 9 a.m. precisely, the hallway door opens. "Come in, Mr. Marsh." Harrison expected his secretary in a tight, short skirt to lead him down a hallway filled with diplomas, certificates, and awards. Instead, he is face to face with Marjorie Jacobs, the president of New Options. She's barely 5 feet tall, 60, with a mop of curls. Turquoise reading glasses perch on her head. She leads him down a dingy hallway to a large, messy office, overrun with half-filled coffee cups and broken pencils. She walks behind her desk, her face an ocean of calm, acquired by years of delivering harsh truth. He steps into the office. She beckons him to an upholstered armchair. He remains standing, hoping to hurry her. Her huge scarred mahogany desk is littered with professional journals, yellow legal pads, and manila files, all sprinkled with neon post-it notes. She sits, peeks under a journal, grabs a stack of files, cocks her head, reads a name, tosses it back on the desk. Behind his back, Harrison is wringing his hands, trying to swallow his growing frustration. She picks another file, skims the first page, yanks down her glasses. "I found the information you wanted. It was not easy." She gives him a hard stare, as if he is the cause of her difficulty. "Your adoption was done by hearing. The judge ordered your files closed. The information only to be obtained by a court order. The DNA technology I used is in the testing stage. Your mother was promised by the court she would never be contacted by the adoptee or the adoptee's parents without prior notice of a court hearing. It would not surprise me if she acted shocked, startled, or suspicious. I want you to be prepared. She may not act the way you expect." She sounds like a stewardess explaining how a seatbelt works for the third time. Harrison holds back a snort, shocked. Why should she be shocked? She should feel blessed that he has taken the time and paid so much money to find her. She hesitates. "Your report contains her full name and last known address. But I caution you again, tread lightly. It is a very delicate situation." He has imagined his mother's story countless times. She got pregnant at 15, couldn't keep him, gave him up to have a better life. Or his parents were young lovers. His dad was killed in a war or a car accident, or by a tragic, fatal disease. Each story he concocts, more melodramatic than the last one. In a voice tinged with regret, she will explain to him how she thought of him every day. Her face will fill with pride at the sight of him, tall, handsome, confident. Denver's best-selling real estate agent 3 years in a row. Who is this Miss Jacobs to lecture him? Her operation is quasi-legal. She provides information for money, a great deal of money. She is an overpriced whore, which circumstance has compelled him to employ. Thankfully, their relationship will be limited to this brief interaction. She hands him the report. He opens it, reviews the bill, writes a check. She leans across the desk, grabs it, as if afraid he will change his mind. He walks out into the morning, returns to his Tesla, gets in, and opens the file. Biological mother, Eleanor R. Sampson. He wonders what the R stands for. Ruth? Rebecca? For $10,000, he damn well expected a middle name. Her address is 2622 Stapleston Street, Brighton, Colorado. He enters the address into Zillow search. He gets no response. He checks the parameters. Zillow will not give him any information regarding any house priced less than $450,000. He resets the parameters for Google search and tries again. This time, information comes up. Her address shows that the house is a 2-bedroom ranch built in 1962. Estimated value $164,000. Brighton is a small rural community 89 miles north of Denver. His Tesla is charged for a 200-mile range. He just might make the round trip without having to stop. He feels curious but detached, like he is sitting in the stands watching as a football game all plays out before him. The drive to Brighton is uneventful. He circles the block till he finds the address. The lawns are filled with rusted cars, broken swing sets, faded handwritten for sale signs. Neglected homes wait patiently, hoping a realtor will declare Brighton, the most affordable gem near Denver. A regentrification of this neighborhood could happen any day, but today it is all tired and sad. He opens the door. A burst of rap music pounds the air. The front yard is filled with brown thistles, as if the grass has been forbidden to grow. The house is painted a light tan, popular in the 80s, the paint now peeling in long, ragged strips. The concrete walkway is full of gaping holes that he navigates carefully. He pulls on the screen door handle. It breaks off in his hand. He tosses it haphazardly onto the lawn, where it is lost in the maze of brown. With a closed fist, he pounds the faded wooden door over and over. After a while, he takes a small step back. "Just a minute," a raspy female voice calls out. The huge picture window next to the door is covered with heavy gold curtains. The glass is smeared with fingerprints and grime. A small hand pulls the curtain back. Squinty eyes roam his body, then dart to the curb and take in the Tesla. The morning sun dances across the polished hood, making her blink and squint. She doesn't have visitors. Who is he? Is he a bill collector? A process server? With yet another eviction notice? She watches him tap his foot, shift his weight, finger the loose change in his pocket. Waiting for anything is a foreign concept. He asks, and he gets it immediately. His cleft chin, sandy hair, and blazing brown eyes fuse together, and she knows. It is her son, standing on her porch, like a fanned peacock screeching, "Look at me, look at me." His father sold her a pack of crab. What has her son come to sell? How vulgar, how arrogant, his expectation of a huge hug and joyous homecoming, as though he is the prodigal son. Rage flows through her. She should have known. When has anyone in her life kept a promise? Harrison leans over, his face almost touching the pane. Frightened, his mother jumps backward, losing her grip on the highball glass. Ignoring the bolt of pain pummeling down her arthritic spine, she bends quickly, grabbing the glass out of the air before it can reach the ground. Hard liquor is too precious to waste. Steadying herself, she takes a long swallow, feels the warmth of the scotch. An unfiltered camel smeared with orange lipstick dangles from the side of her mouth. Her skin is a mass of deep wrinkles, earned over decades, one cigarette at a time. Violent red hair sits in a beehive above a yellowed t-shirt filled with blotchy stains. Placing her small wrinkled hand to her heart, she gasps. Her ruined lungs make a grinding sound as a coughing jag doubles her over. Her eyes water. Sputum dribbles from her mouth. A tiny dog with hairy ears and a fluffy tail jumps up at her side. Harrison cringes at the high-pitched yip. He imagines kicking the dog, watching it fly through the air, hearing it scream in pain. His mother stops coughing, straightens up, pulls back the curtain, looks through the smeary fingerprints and dirt at her son. A mirage from a past she can no longer remember and wants no part of. As she shakes her head, a definite no, a long stream of ash tumbles from her cigarette. He blinks twice, hoping she will evaporate into thin air and be replaced by a woman with long flowing hair and a welcoming smile. Frustrated by his reluctance to leave, she flicks the back of her hand toward the window twice, as if shooing away an errant tomcat. She yanks on the curtain, hard, making sure it covers every inch of the window. "Come here, Tiffany. That's my good girl. You're such a good girl." Harrison turns violently, almost falling off the porch. He rights himself, then thinks, how dare she? How dare she be so pedestrian, with her unfiltered camels and ridiculous dog? His mother, 50 miles of bad road ending in a ditch, and she does not want him? In the car, he pounds on the dashboard, grabs the report off the seat, rips it into confetti, throws the tiny pieces out the window, watching as the gathering wind scatters the pieces among empty beer cans, fallen leaves, and supermarket ads. He starts the car heading for the freeway. Peeking out of a side window, she watches his Tesla pull away. She smiles, refills her highball glass. Good riddance, she thinks, as she raises the glass. 18 miles from Denver, the Tesla needs charging. His phone says there's a charging station a half-mile off the exit. He can just make it. He finds himself in an industrial part of town. The smooth, honey Tesla'd voice tells him to make a right into a mom-and-pop convenience store. Behind the store, there is an empty electric charger. He gets out. The wind has picked up, blowing dust and debris in circles around his ankles. He sets the car to charge, sits back in the driver's seat. He is checking the new real estate listings. A rap on the driver's window. A woman with raggedy teeth and torn clothes and bloodshot eyes stares at him, cupped hands, the international symbol of the beggar. Her haggard face is covered in soot, her fingers cracked and dirty. Her cheeks are sunken, hollow eyes faded beyond color. He shakes his head no, over and over. She mouths, please. He mouths, no. She begins shouting, pounding the window. Her cries fade with the wind. He flips her off. She curses, heaving a gob of spit onto the hood of the Tesla. She shakes her fist, then limps toward the store, dragging an ancient sleeping bag. He returns to scrolling. The car will take a half an hour to charge. He laughs at some YouTube videos when it begins. Buried in the back of his mind, like a phone number you proudly memorized and now can't recall. He feels a niggling, a sense of unease, demanding his attention. He types his mother's address into Google again and notices for the first time that the owner is listed as Mr. Percy Delaware. His mother is a mere tenant. His niggling thoughts gather momentum, flit around inside his head. Odd how long it takes his mind to put it all together, to get a firm hold on the thought. If he can find her, she can find him. Anytime she wants, she can find him. Any day she chooses, she can walk into his office unannounced, puffing on a cigarette, dragging her stupid dog on a pink rhinestone leash, its tiny toenails clicking across the floor. He looks into the future, and he sees himself flinching at every unknown call. He sees himself ripping open hand-printed envelopes and asking himself, is it the wind or a knock at the door? Is it a child laughing he hears or the yip of her small dog? Is it his mother, come to tell him some wretched story of hardship? How will she find him? Will he be sitting in the sauna on his back porch, enjoying the view, with a craft beer and a long-legged blonde? Will he go to answer the door, find her standing there on his porch, tongue-tied, her mouth dry, searching for a greeting, as both of them realize she doesn't know his name? Son? She will try slowly, the word foreign and distasteful in her mouth. Son, I need some money. Hearing her raspy voice and her plea, he will bar his door. Mother and son will be united in the realization his adoption is finally completely closed. If you enjoyed listening to my story, please hit like and subscribe and leave a comment so my team and I can continue to record these stories for your enjoyment.